We can see here that Precigen is the other stock that I'm holding in this investment account. You know, it's up around 46% at the moment. I'm up £2,000 on that one. And so again, the reason that I've invested in this company is around the inside ownership of the stock itself. And if we look at the inside ownership of the stock, you know, we have this entity right here, Third Security LLC, and this individual, Randall Kirk. So Randall Kirk is the major insider of this stock. He manages and controls Third Security LLC, which we can see here. We also have Merck KG. This is another biotech company. So again, a biotech company who have essentially partnered with Precigen, which again is one of the kind of almost vetting processes that I go through in order to identify whether a stock is worth me looking into in greater detail. And so again, Randall Kirk has a net worth of $2.1 billion according to Forbes, which we can see right here. And so with Randall Kirk and Precigen, you know, I've been tracking this stock for 2.5 years now. I was tracking this stock when it was trading at $1 and following it all the way through to its first approval of its treatment, Papzimeos, which saw the share price trade to where it is today. And I've been in and out of this stock. I've reallocated funds to other biotech companies using this same vetting process, which I've disclosed in other share trading accounts that I hold. And with Randall Kirk, you know, this net worth, which we can see up on the screen at the moment, you know, he's amassed this through following this same process. So before Precigen, he'd done this before with, I think, 2 or 3 other biotech companies where he'd built them out from scratch. So starting with a company with no treatments approved by the FDA and working to build these companies out to get their first approvals and then selling those companies to larger biotech companies, which is how he's amassed this fortune. And so that's kind of the main strategy that I follow. Essentially, I'm looking for preferably biotech billionaires who have a proven track record of the past, and I've documented this on a number of different videos on a number of the different stocks that I track on my channel. But then there is this kind of other strategy where with Gavril Yushvayev and Humacyte, it's slightly different. He's an outside investor. Nonetheless, with Laura Nicholson, you know, she has sufficient pedigree for me to believe that there's a huge opportunity with Humacyte, and looking at the development of their pipeline, looking at the fact that Symvess has already been approved for vascular trauma, and this upcoming catalyst with a potential BLA submission coming up at the end of 2026 and then a potential approval into 2027, which are opportunities that I see at the moment, which is why I've invested. And so with Precigen at the moment, there's some other big news that's happened quite recently. There are reports on Simply Wall Street that Precigen could be 79% undervalued after this FDA exclusivity win. And so the key thing to know with this is that the FDA have granted orphan drug exclusivity to Papzimeos for adult RRP, which limits similar competing therapies for 7 years and defines a clear commercial pathway. So essentially for the next 7 years, they have commercial exclusivity for treating patients who suffer with RRP. They have a similar thing in Europe with the EMA as well. And so when we look at the price target for Precigen, we can see right here that it's got a mean price target of $12.50 on the left-hand side of your screen right here. And when we look over at the right-hand screen, we can see highs of $11, $12.50 and $14 as well. And this all comes down to this market opportunity in the sense of this market exclusivity that Precigen have just won in the US, but then also that they have a 10-year, I think it's 10 years in Europe as well. And so essentially, you know, they've developed this product, this treatment, and they have exclusive opportunity to capture the market over the next 7 years in the US and potentially 10 years in Europe too, which is hugely significant. It's a major win, which is why we see a mean price projection of $12.50 right here. And so naturally, I'll keep you updated with the stocks here that I've covered today and all the other stocks that I've invested in and I track on this channel. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.